Hi friends, today we are taking a look at some of Pulsar's new esports great accessories, the esports arm sleeves and their newer version of the much loved Micro Bungee. Let's start with the arm sleeves. So what Pulsar did differently to other sleeve manufacturing companies was that they basically introduced models for everyone. Just look at all these models that are available. They are the basic arm sleeve ones, a sleeve with palm area coverage, a sleeve with more hand coverage that covers your pinky a bit, and then a finger glove version which is totally different from what anyone else is doing. All the arm covering sleeves are available in short and long format, and I believe there's M and L sizes made. I asked Pulsar to send me their basic arm sleeve in long and short versions, and then the palm short version also. So this is the arm long large version, very comfortable and basically ends to the middle of my bicep up here that you can't see. But there's no bunching up or anything, it just feels very comfortable to use. Then the arm short version. So this is basically the same thing, except this covers just your forearm, and this one is actually what I prefer to use on most of my pads. Like, I don't use the mousepad with my triceps, so this is basically all the sleeve I need. Then this is the palm short version. This is the same as the arm short, but this one covers your palm, and this is what I prefer to use on glass pads. Usually I don't like the ones that go over my palm because they feel very tight on the hand area and act like a spring for the mouse. But with this I don't have those issues, and I feel like I have great control over my mouse even with fabric between my hand and the mouse. At least during summer I prefer using these on almost every pad on my rotation. The one pad I've had issues with sleeves is the Artisan Zero. Right here, this is the Artisan Zero Mid in orange, and yeah, because the weave of the pad and the material on every arm sleeve I have just interfere with each other, basically the friction just becomes unbearable. So if you want a good experience on the Zero, maybe don't use a sleeve on it. Here is the sleeve on the here and soft, and the glide is very nice, and with the sleeve I don't get bothered by the abrasiveness of the here and at all. So this is a really nice experience. Same thing with the Hayate Otsu, nice glide overall. With the Otsu I've had no issues without the sleeve, but instead during summertime my arm sticks to the part of my desk that's not covered by the mousepad under here, so the sleeve helps with that. And lastly, the Skypad. Nice glide, no stickiness, very good experience overall. The fabric of these is very tightly woven nylon spandex mix. It's very stretchy, nicely thin and super comfortable. All the seams are also unnoticeable in use. They are very thin, and it seems like they had used some sort of glue or heat pressing methods on the seams because I can't see any threads there. So no fraying should be happening. Also, the elastic band part is something I like on this very much. It is properly tight, but without any annoying silicone parts that I usually find irritating after some usage. Like on the focus sleeve, there's these silicone bands that dig into my arm, and yeah, they feel just really annoying. Usually I'm forced to turn them outside so they don't press on my skin, but these are really good on the Pulsar sleeves. The logos on these are next to the seam, and the way you are supposed to use this is that the logo should go on the outside of your arm, because the logo is very sticky. You don't want sticky with the sleeve. The models with only arm coverage go for around 15 bucks, and the ones with palm area or the finger ones go for about 20 bucks. The pricing seems kind of reasonable in my eyes if you compare to other gaming sleeves out there, but if you compare to sleeves like you see on Amazon for $2 a piece, then the price seems a bit high. It depends if you want a gaming focused sleeve or a traditional sports sleeve. Then let's talk about the Pulsar's new fidget spinner. I mean the Micro Bungee. So Pulsar did what Vaxi did with their Ariza Bungee and put some bearings inside the much loved Micro Bungee, and now it can spin. So how you use this, that you basically attach it to your monitor where you want it with the included double-sided tape. Then you put the mouse cord into this rubber part. Then you check if the bungee is aligned properly. You see a bigger hole there, you're good to go, and then push it in. Now the mouse cord stays up and out of your way. I have to admit, I've always been a bit skeptical of the Micro Bungee because my mousepad goes beyond the monitor. I couldn't see how the bungee could be comfortable, and I thought the cord would just be in my way and all that. But I was wrong. It's there, it's out of my way, it works. The fact that it can spin reduces the tug feeling of the cord, and I have no issues using it. Also, if I'm not using a wired mouse, I can also spin it around between Apex matches. But would I still recommend this over the standard bungees, like the Vaxis Ariza? Well, it depends. If you only use a wired mouse and continue doing so, and you have some extra desk space reserved for your bungee, I still feel like the traditional bungees are a bit better, but not by much. Both the Micro Bungee and the traditional bungees hold the cord up, and that is basically its only job. But if you're like me and use both wired and wireless mice, I feel like this is the perfect bungee for me. My desk space is limited and I don't like cluttering it with the bungee all the time, but this basically solves that problem. I can just keep it attached, and when I feel like using a wired mouse, I just put the cord in and I'm ready to go. Simple as that. And what's great about this is also the price. It's $7 for a bungee, and that's in my opinion a good purchase if you are looking for a bungee. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, press subscribe and like the video, and see you next time. Goodbye.